Hello, everyone, and welcome to Voices Carry for Animals on Animal Advocates Radio. Going to be coming to you live every Thursday at 7 o'clock Eastern, 6 o'clock Central, 5 o'clock Mountain, and 4 o'clock Pacific. Listen in worldwide, everyone, and we will be rocking the airways for all the animals. So please join us. Please spread the word because we are all in it together for these animals. And I'm going to go over a couple of things before we do get started. Blog Talk Radio closed down January the 31st and no longer with us. And I'll give you a brief history of what was going on. Back in June of 2014, the I was introduced to Marty Oakley, TS Radio Network, and we had got started on her network, TS Radio Network, Voices Carry for Animals, and sadly she passed away in March of 2018. And I kept the shows going. She helped me get it together, and it has been a total success. And it's not because of me, and it's because of all of you, all the great former guests, all the callers, all the listeners out there. It is amazing how this is still going 10.5 years later. All my shows are kept from her network on PodServe FM, but they're mixed in with hers, with guardianship, abuse, and elder abuse. But on the former shows on Blog Talk Radio is on the it's called Podbean podcast, and you can get a free account on there. It's open. Please follow my Voices Care for Animals podcast, and then you can be involved and interact. And this is such an awesome site here on Podbean. So anyway, all of us, we can, still stay together, and all the followers that's following me over here. I can't thank you enough, and want to gain more. But my name is Debbie Dahmer, aka Mama Bear, and Mama Bear is back on the air, and I'm so excited. And just want to get a couple things on because I have Mama Cat, a host with me this evening. She has been a former guest several times, and she's just great. She has filled in when I had emergencies on. The guests couldn't make it to the show, and it's been so awesome. So and when I bring her on, she is such a great friend and also a team player. We multitask all the time and help other animals out. And Mama Cat, you rock, okay? Meow. But and I want to thank all of you. I mean, it's just I'm so excited, and we don't have a doorbell on here, so I got to figure this one out.
Ding dong.
I'll make my own bell up, okay?
There you go.
Or I'll download one. But I wanted to tell some sad news on a former Animal Warrior sister who passed away on February the 3rd, and her 62nd birthday was on February the 4th. I want to give you a loving memory of her. Her name is Deb Miller. I kept all her messages on Facebook. She was awesome. She was a true warrior. And I mean, and Michelle Satora, she helped to pass around the obituary on there. I have it on my timeline, signed it. If you knew her or you didn't, she deserves the recognition. Please rest in peace, Deb Miller. The day from 62 years old, and she worked hard out there. She helped me out. I helped her out, and it was that's teamwork. And we never forget those. And please, go over and put some comments on her obituary and let her rest in peace. We won't forget her. It's very sad, everyone. But I'm going to bring Mama Cat on, and we're going to get started here. We're going to rock the airways, everyone. And this show is coming live from my website, Voices Carry for Animals, www.voicescarryforanimals.com. And you can subscribe free. And please spread the word at each promo or post down there. You can share from the bottom. And please, the more of us animal advocates get together, the better, everyone. The faster and stronger we become, getting under one roof. So please spread the word. Mama Cat, you're live and on air. Hello.
Hello, Mama Bear.
How are you?
I'm doing okay. How are you doing?
Hey, I'm doing good. I'm excited. Can't you tell?
Got you all choked up. Oh my God.
I am choked up about this, okay? But welcome aboard, and so glad to have you hosting with me. And everyone, this Thursday, on the 20th, it's starting up the shows again. It'll be Voices Carried for Animals number 470, okay?
Wow.
With Mama Cat, okay? So we're going to get it together, and you know what the good news, Mama Cat, is that all these shows are archived, that are saved. So after this is downloaded tonight, it's going to be passed on to 19
Oh,
other podcast platforms. Isn't that
all
wonderful?
right.
Two
That's great.
YouTube's channels, mine. Everyone subscribe to that. Voices Cared for Animals on YouTube. Tell your friends, spread the word. And also, I got some sad news from John Bowden from All About Animals Radio. He shut
Oh,
down All About Animals Radio, everyone, the podcast. But he did transfer his YouTube channel to me, and we changed it to Animal Advocates Radio. And luckily, all his former 78 videos is on there. So check them out. And he's also going to pass me 3 of his X pages. But
wow.
yeah, and we're going to get that together. But
You
later,
need more horns.
well, you know what? I feel I hate to see him go,
Yeah.
but I really did. But we're going to stay in contact and everything. And John Bowden, if you're listening this evening, he's over there in the UK, so it's kind of like midnight there. So I don't know if he's listening or not. And but if you're listening, John Bowden, thank you so much and love your support. And we got to stay in touch, Animal Warrior brother, because we've worked hard together. Okay, and we're going to continue. But I'm so glad to see some more coming into the live room. This live room's chat room is nice, Mama Cat. But Mama Cat, so hi to the audience.
Hey, everybody. How are you doing this evening?
All right. And she's rocking too. Meow.
So you can hear me okay without the mic and everything?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
you're on the phone. Yep, this is wonderful. So everyone, please keep, doing it. Keep transferring these shows, the websites, the YouTube. We want to see this. Voices Cared for Animals is massively expanding. And this is phenomenal news, everyone. All of you have made it happen. Not just me. I can't do it alone. And I want to thank each and every one of you, for making it happen. I love it. So everyone, share this show. I'm still a newbie at this, right, Mama Cat? We're trying to get it
Yeah.
together.
I shared it on Facebook, a couple different groups, and then I shared it on X and Truth also, but we don't get much traction on Truth, really.
Oh yeah. And then when I was sharing it, I'm trying to get more attention because this is a new podcast on, for Voices Carry for Animals, and I could
Yeah.
still post it and everything. Because last Thursday, everyone, I had to reschedule because it was Mama Bear's fault. because I had live room on the web and also on the app. Okay, on at the same time, and you can't do that. It shut it down. Shut me down real quick.
It's all a learning curve.
Yep. But
But
that's what
this
we got to
actually
do.
is pretty cool this way because you've got the chat along with being able to talk and everything. And do we know how many people we can bring on all at the same time yet?
I know that on the app, they you can only have like five, speakers or co-hosts, but they raise it to seven. Isn't that great?
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
And then they have the callers, and I'm not sure. I got to read more into that, how many we can have, because, like I said, it's all new to me. We'll learn together, just like I did Blog Talk. When I first was on Blog Talk, I'm going to miss them. I miss that call-in number and all the shows and all my, the shows in March 2018 through present is on PodServe F, no, .fm, everyone. They're saved on there and they're going to be downloaded after the show and spread out to different podcast websites and also on podbean.com. Start up a free account and follow and subscribe to Voices Carry for Animals podcast. And you're going to be getting this together, right? We're going to do this, Mama Cat.
Yeah. Well,
We're
that's
going to
what
do
I
it.
was going around earlier to see where it might all be getting posted. I checked several different platforms to see, but I don't think it actually will show up until after the show, right?
I'm not sure. I haven't even pressed that button yet, but it will be downloaded for sure because it
Okay.
is recording right now. So it will
Right.
be transferred over, so I don't, on Blog Talk, you could press that, that link I passed around and you can listen from right there, at 7, nothing before. So if anybody is listening right now and you're on the app, then let me know. You press the link. It's on Voices Carry for Animals podcast Facebook page and also the group and on my timeline, so for most definite that I know that after this is downloaded, it will be, you'll be able to listen to it, even on my website. So isn't that wonderful?
Oh, yeah.
Like right now, we're talking live and everything. This live chat is awesome, isn't it?
Yeah, I
I
like
love
that.
it. Yes, and Blog Talk had a chat room too, which I did use it at first, but then I stopped. So, but this one is the nice setup, just learning it and getting it together. You never stop learning. Okay, so
Absolutely.
and getting our voices out there. So this is wonderful, Mama Cat. Meow! I give you a big meow.
Well, here, let me tell you a funny story. While you were talking, I was listening. I heard the UPS truck pull up. So I peeked out the window and they're delivering my Chewy box.
Mhm.
All the cats come running.
And then you know what they did? They
The
did a
catio
standing ovation to you.
the catio is right outside my window and I see them all going running to the front yard. It's here, it's here, it's here.
That is great.
That's funny.
Yeah, because let me tell you, the ones that don't know, Mama Cat, when I first met her, it was 125 colony cats.
Yep.
And it was a heart of gold, everyone. I mean, she gave these colony cats hope to carry on. And I told her when they see her coming, they give her a standing ovation and everything, don't they? Start me out, giving her high fives and, but oh my, that is such, I mean, it's so heartwarming what you're doing. All lives matter, including all
Yeah.
the animals, out
It
there. So
it
you
always
have to make the
tickles
best
me.
of it.
It always
Yes.
tickles me when I show up to feed them and I take all the cans of food, the wet food, and I put it on the dash in my car or my truck, whichever I'm in. And then I turn the defroster on so it gets them all real warm. And then when I get
Oh,
to all the colonies, they all have actual warm cat food to eat.
oh,
They
that's awesome.
just love it. They love it.
That is awesome. Wow.
And
That
then
is,
I fill up the dry food after they're done with that so they can pick at the dry food later, but have all the wet food now.
check that out. You got a heart of gold, and then you wonder why I call you Mama Cat. I got two cats, so one dog and it's Sugar Bear, and I'm Mama Bear. And when I go around them, I'm Mama Cat. So I got two different names here, and they're spoiled rotten. Victory was adopted a couple years ago. He's awesome, and his name was Hugs, and he would give you hugs and kisses. That's what his name is. I changed it to Victory because I love that song Victory. And Liberty, I took her off. She was a street cat, and I took her off, and she was only like 6 months old, puppy or a kid. And she and her and Victory are BFFs. Isn't that wonderful?
It is.
And Sugar
Yeah.
Bear, yep, Sugar Bear
Our,
is. Go ahead.
she's the one that likes to sing all the time.
Yeah, that is hilarious. She loves to. She howls like a wolf. She's an Alaskan Malamute, and she
And
was
then
adopted back in 2019. So I could get
she's
her.
you got
Yes.
her trained right because she howls and she gets you to sing along instead of you howling and getting her to sing along. She's like, hey, buddy, watch this. I can get mom to sing.
That's it. What's this? And I mean, the whole I've seen you videos. She's awesome. And I told her that because she hardly barks. She's great with kids and other animals and the neighbors and friends and family. She's unbelievable. She's so beautiful and just, I don't know. They're all spoiled and that's the way they should be. We only wish all of them were.
Yeah.
So, yep. And
Our
your
pack
heart,
is our
yep.
pack is getting down there. We're down to two of the four. We lost two dogs in a year's time, and that really sucks. But
Oh,
yeah,
I'm sorry to hear that. That's sad because there are, furry loved ones.
well,
They
they're part of the family.
You got
You
that right.
you get to
Yep.
where you turn around and you expect they're going to be there. Just like when my dad passed away, I would walk into the living room and wholeheartedly expect to see him sitting there in his chair.
Hmm.
And same thing with the dog. It's like I fully expect to trip over her in the middle of the night when I'm going to the bathroom, but she ain't there. So
Yeah, it's sad. I've lost several too, and I cried so hard where my eyes swollen shut. It's just like losing a loved one. And you know, uh, I lost my father, my ex-sister-in-law, my ex-husband. I mean, it's just like that. When they're special in your life and special in your heart. They're gone,
yeah,
but will not be forgotten. They're walking with us every step of the way. We just can't see them because we can't quit thinking about them. They're there.
yeah.
Then they will never leave us. It's painful. It hurts. So you got to make sure you got plenty of photos and good times and take family photos because all this is so meaningful. Put them in there because that's.
I had a German Shepherd. He was my brother's dog, and my brother went to visit, let's just say, a gated community. He was in jail.
Gated
And so
community. That's a good one.
that's a gated community.
That's a
And
good
so
one.
I took his dog, and he was old when I got him. And then I had him for 4 years. And, those German Shepherds, their hips go out. And he was just the best dog, but he couldn't get up on my bed anymore because of his hips. So we built him kind of like a rounded stairway for him to get up because he couldn't go straight up. So it had to come around the whole side of the bed and then down to the bottom. So went up gradual.
Oh
My
yeah.
girlfriend thought I was crazy. She goes, are you kidding me? You built a round staircase for your dog? I said, yeah. You could have made him a bed on the floor. Well, yeah, but then he's not on the bed, right? Some people just don't look at it the same.
That's it. But anyway, Mama Cat, we with this new podcast, we want to get explain what's going on, how they can get involved. Okay.
Yep.
And because I know we worked together on this and explained it to you, and I had to watch some videos, go on their website. But everyone, if you go to Podbean website, and my website on there is Voices Carry for Animals dot podbean dot com. Okay, follow and subscribe and please spread the word, and I get notification when somebody follows me or whatever. And we're talking about the website right now. So Mama Cat, I know you've done that already because I see you
Yep.
coming in. And then you can, if you notice on the podcast website, all my archive shows are on there from Blog Talk Radio. This is so inspiring and uplifting that I got to save them.
Hey, give
So
give that website again for Podbean.
okay, it is uh, Podbean. I'm sorry. Okay, go to Voices Carry for Animals dot podbean dot com. Okay, that's
Okay.
PODBEAN dot com, and then you'll see follow and subscribe. If you scroll down the website, there's going to be a brief description, and then there's going to be all the archive shows from uh, my blog talk radio episodes, which is wonderful. Press the arrow. You could download them. And everyone, I want to tell this great news. I told Mama Cat and several of them yesterday, I'm going to be putting it on post. But since this last November, when I transferred all these shows over to Podbean and also PodServe, it has gotten record-breaking downloads. Yes, I love this. And I mean, after 10.5 years hearing this and seeing it, it just amazes me. So, if you go to PodServe, and that's PodServe.fm, and Voices Carry for Animals, follow and check it out because there's another website on there. So this is a big celebration, everyone, and it's because of all of you, so once you get this app, or I'm sorry, we're not going to the app yet. We're still on the website, but, if you want to listen to this, show live stream from the web, when I do it from the web, you'll need either earbuds, with a mic, or headphones with a mic. There is no call-in number. So I'm going to be doing shows on, some guests want the live stream on the app and some want it on the web. So, but we're describing what's going on with the web right now. But please check it out and pass the word, share it, because we're going to make this thing really explode. I mean, record breaking downloads, the numbers are blowing off the charts. Okay. And a big thank you to all of you. I know Marty Oakley, who's passed away right now, who's the grassroots of this. She would freak out there, Mama Cat. She would
Yeah,
be jumping,
she would. She
and,
would.
I was like, wow, because that's who I got it started from. And her, all the 163 shows I did on her network, because I also was co-hosting with her on TS Radio Network before 2018. It's starting out in 2014 and 2015, co-hosting for elder abuse, guardianship abuse. I mean, she covered some issues. And the good news is, three of her hosts is still got her shows running. And if you go on podserve.fm, TS Radio Network, she's got over 2,000 of them former shows on there, and there's 163 of mine that's in there, but they're all mixed in together, so I can't really transfer them over here without transferring all 2,000 of them. You got me?
Right.
So, but I mean, you're talking, this is Thursday night's going to be the 470th show. Isn't that wonderful? I'm in
Wow.
shock.
You've been at it for a while.
I look at this and I'm thinking, wow, this is incredible. This is amazing what's going on. So, Blog Talk, I won't miss you, but this has opened up a new door and a better door. And
Yeah.
I was down and out at first when they said they was closing. So I had to get right away back in November and get all this together, to set up on Podbean because, it takes time. You can't just learn everything overnight. We only
No,
wish.
you can't.
No. So when we got the website covered and everyone, we're going to go, to the YouTube channels. Okay. And like I said, check out the YouTube channels. One is Voices Carry for Animals podcast, and it's on there, and it's free subscribe. There's only I think 5 or 6 shows on there right now, because that's when I started the YouTube channel. I didn't go before that. And subscribe, listen to them. But there's going to be after the show tonight, I'm going to go and download this one and the ones after that. Okay. And also, where John Bowden would transferred All About Animals Radio, changes to Animal Advocates Radio podcast, and it's got all his former 78 videos on there. That was just inspiring there because I would hate to see them all deleted, right? I mean, that's a lot of hard work.
That would be
And
bad. Yeah.
yes. And so he's over in the UK, everyone, but we're thinking about each other as a super team player. I loved his accent. He would say, "Hey, Mama Bear."
I know.
I loved it. But please subscribe, share it, share the channel. And, because I counted up, we got 2 websites going, and I got this starting up the website again that Marty Oakley set up with me years ago, the voices carry for animals.com, and also her website. And I'm trying to get it going again, the PPJ Gazette online. Okay, so I'm going to get that started up, and please, follow that, and it's on WordPress. So it's ppjg dot um, wordpress.com. And I should have wrote that down because I used to have it in memory, but I'm going to get that started up again. I think Marty would love that. She was
Yeah.
to know that this is still going for her. The grassroots. That's where I first started
Right.
putting them on there, and then she added me a site on there, and last December it expired. Hers did, and that means, I need to do something now because she had 6,900 posts on the PPJ Gazette. Isn't that something?
You need to create something like how you can go to a library and every book ever made is in there. We
Yeah,
need a storage that can't get deleted and
right.
put all these, you know what I mean? And put all
Yep.
these there so that if different servers go down or whatever, you've got record of all of these that you guys have done. I mean, you've put your life into these things.
Oh, I mean, we have done some serious work. It's not easy.
Just
We
10
have
years
to.
just for you. I mean,
Hers
since you've
was,
been
I
on
think,
your own.
14. Hers was 14 years.
Yep.
So that is amazing. I mean, I look at her. She was like 6 months of being 73 years old, and it's going to be 2 years this April 1st that
I
she's
know
been
it's,
gone. And we've done tribute shows for her and everything like that. I've gotten with her other hosts, Calls and Marcia and Marcel Reed, and we'll put something together probably this year too.
yep.
Because into her loving memory, because she was a great voice out there, and recognition needs due out there. So we cannot forget everyone. We have to, you know, keep working together, not against each other. We have to be super team players, contact our state representatives because that's where the laws come in. That's where things get changed to
Right.
enforce. Other than that,
And
we have nothing to enforce them with. So we have
yeah,
to communicate with them. We have to work together and we have to support these laws and legislation. And also, if there's any new ones you got, you could be a creator or an author of a new bill. So, we can do that, right?
right,
I mean, it is like, we got, it's called teamwork all the way, and I believe in that.
right.
Yep.
And we can't lose hope. I mean, I know we're losing some pretty strong advocates here lately. But we can't give up. We got to keep going, trying to recruit more help along the way. I mean, it hurts us every time we lose even one advocate. One strong advocate goes a long ways in this fight
Oh,
that we're
yeah.
in, and, we can't give up. We got to keep going.
You got that right. If we give up, we automatically lose.
Oh,
And
I
that's
got a
not happening.
question.
Yeah.
So every week when you have for your podcast, do we use the same link that we got today, or do you have to physically send out the link every single week?
There's going to be a different link every week. When I post it on the promos, like I did on my timeline and Voices Carry for Animals Facebook page, it's going to be a different link every week.
And so
Because
you'll post it with that every week?
yes, just like I did,
Okay.
how I did blog talk radios promos,
Yeah,
I had to
I
do it
got my
every
link in
Thursday.
I got my link in the email. So,
Yes, yes. And then, because I do it on X and I do it on, Facebook, LinkedIn. So every week I had to do it every Thursday or Wednesday night, when the promo went out, they put a new promo because have to put a new date and the time's going to stay the same, everyone. And I
right,
didn't want to change Thursdays. I wanted to keep it 7 to 8 p.m. Eastern, which is a good time. And so, so every week you can either, when you follow me, just like I had my iPad going and it was alerting me that Voices Carry for Animals is, on live now. So that's a plus. I'm trying everything out. See, I
right.
didn't hook up my head or my earplugs to it because I knew it probably shut down the show or something.
Well, I tried signing in with my other phone
Uh-huh.
so that I could have podcasts in case it goes down, that I could have backup on the other phone. But when I
Oh,
go to
good.
sign on to Podbeam, it tells me, you have another device actively on at this
Yep.
current time, so it wouldn't
That,
let me do it.
yep. So don't try to run two of them at the same time,
Nope,
you
nope.
know. And when like I'm coming live stream from the app right now, so every show I'm going to say, hey, I'm coming live from the Podbean live stream app or the web because there's two different
Right.
ones here. Blog Talk didn't
Nope.
have a app, so it was
As
all
long as
web.
you're calling in, as long as you're dialing in or connecting through the app on your phone, you
Yes.
don't need a headset or a mic
No,
because
no,
it's
you
built
can just
into the
talk
phone.
right from
Right.
your phone. And
Yep.
that's awesome. Yes,
Yeah.
I love that,
Yeah. And
'cause
then, so if you have a laptop or something, then you need the headset, right?
I'm not sure on the headset, but oh wait a minute, the laptop,
The mic.
yes, for sure,
Yeah.
because you're going to
Okay.
need a mic. When you plug it in and you have a mic, you can listen to it that way.
All
But
right.
everyone, when you go, we'll switch over here to the podcast on the app, Podbean. And in order to get hooked up in the live room and everything, you want to you want to start the free account. You have to do that either the web or the app. So, get the free account, follow Voices Care for Animals and subscribe. And that's Voices Carry for Animals podbean.com. And then once you go, you can get the app. You can download it free from the Apple Store, and that's for iPhones and iPads, and also on Google Play. Also, that's for all devices. And you want to make sure you follow Voices Care for Animals podcast. That way, you can interact into the live room, which is a chat room, and it's going right now. This thing is awesome, isn't it, Mama Cat? I got it pulled up and
Yeah, I
everything,
like
and
this one.
yes. So, but you want to make sure and do that. Then once you're hooked up with that, it will alert you on your phone, just like it did on my iPad that Voices Carry for Animals started up. If you like to join in,
Yep,
so,
that's pretty
and
cool.
isn't that cool? So all guests,
Technology rocks, don't it?
it can be confusing at first,
It
but it
is a
does
little
rock.
bit.
Yeah, I love it. You know,
That's why I
so
had two phones ready. I was like, okay, I'm ready, just in case.
that's it. I just don't have. I got the iPad going, but I don't want to mess with the web right now. Because you can't interact with both of them at the same time. Yep, and it's wonderful. I'm inspired, aren't you?
Yeah, I like it.
Yep.
Change is good sometimes. We get a little nervous when you were saying they were shutting down the other one. I was like, oh man,
Oh,
you
I
know.
know.
But you persevered, you kept checking it out, and here we are. We're ready to rock it.
Hey,
We're
I
ready
give
to
you.
rock it, baby.
Mama Bear is back on the air
There you
because she
go.
really does care. Okay. So I wasn't going to shut down Voices Carry for Animals. There was no way. Okay. I got it. I was down about it, but I'm up there. I'm strong again. So I thought positive. I'm relentless. I'm proactive, and I don't give up. And so far, once we get started, this is going. We'll get used to it and everything, and go from there. So if anybody has any questions that's in the live room, if you would type a message, because you can type messages in here too. This is wonderful. It's in even the it's driven.
I played that for Gina.
What's that?
I played that for Gina.
Oh yeah. Did you hear that, Gina? The doorbell? Oh, well, I'm going to miss that doorbell. I got to figure out how to do something.
I'm sure we
Yeah.
can do it. I just got to figure it out. I
Yep.
had to get it on my other phone just to play it for Gina.
Look, she said ding dong. She's going to miss that. But we're going to get one. Don't worry, Gina. We'll take care of business.
We'll figure it out.
That's right. And everyone is also where the good news is after the show, like I said, it's going to be on the downloaded to 2 YouTube channels, the 2 websites, and also I'm going to give you a list here. This is amazing. Okay. Just being hooked up with podserve.fm and Podbean on for Voices Care for Animals. But there's a list. Um, this show is going to be downloaded to Amazon Music, Refonic
Oh,
Podcast, Boomplay. You can check all these sites out, follow, or if you want to. Podcast Republic, um, Podbay.fm, Castro Podcast, Pocket Cast, Castbox. Look at this
wow.
list. I mean, this thing is like really getting out there. Voices do carry for animals. When there's
No
enough of
doubt.
us, wow. And here, okay, we got the
I have a, I have a
podserve.fm.
feeling you're going to be a lot busier this year, Debbie.
I'm looking at that. Sorry about
You
that.
might have to go twice a week.
Here's some more. Player FM. Spotify. Look at this. iHeartRadio.
Wow.
Yes. Apple Podcast. This is neat.
Get down with your bad self,
Podparadise.com. What's that?
Daddy. Get down with your bad self.
That is still good. I mean, catch me if you can, okay?
That's right.
Wow. This is, you know what? I gotta jump to the ceiling there, so I'll be right back. The
You need to
mama bear is
calm
doing the happy
down.
dance. You know, the mama bear is doing the happy dance. I love this. I'm going to do posts with all of them. I did it on my website, like a photo site, the ones I got in there. It's neat, so you cannot give up. I'm going strong. This is
That's
going to be a
right.
very busy year for me, everyone. So please let
I
me
bet
have your
it is crazy.
continuous support. You can't do it alone. Wow. And
And my strength and my health is getting better, and I think I'm going to be doing a lot more myself this year.
awesome.
So,
Oh,
yeah,
prayers. Thank God.
yeah.
Yes. Prayers for the mama cat. But anyway, I'm going to let Carolyn is wanting to talk. Okay. Let me bring
Come
her
on
in.
down, Marilyn.
Come on, Marilyn. Carolyn, are you there? Can you hear me? I'm trying to get her in here.
Aloha.
You know?
She's
Just,
Aloha,
yeah.
1978.
Yeah, that's her. I'm trying to get her in there. Let me see.
I think, oh, no, I can't.
What's that?
I thought I could let her in, but no.
I got you in. Let me see, Gina. Okay, because it said when you click on them, you can mute them. I'm still learning this, everyone. So please be
Tell Carolyn to unmute herself.
okay. Here we
Carolyn,
go.
unmute yourself.
Okay, wait a minute. I invited her. Hello, Gina. I hear a phone. That must be her. Ring.
That was me, sorry.
Oh, okay. Gina, can you hear me? I'm trying to hook you guys up. Do your unmute button. Let me see. I'm gonna try to.
Oh, I lost you. Where'd you go?
Yeah.
There you are.
Okay.
Maybe I have to mute so she can be unmuted.
Let me try that out. Hold on 1 second, okay?
Okay.
We're all learning here, so everybody please be patient. We're still
Learning
newbies.
curve.
We'll get this down, Pat, all in good time.
Yeah, that's what today's all about.
Right, Mama Cat? Hold on, I'm gonna
That's
mute you
right.
out.
Okay,
Hold on
mute
one.
me out.
Okay, mute. It says mute. All right, now I'm gonna bring Gina on. Nope. Can you hear me, Gina? All right, we're gonna figure this out. I said invite. Okay, we sent you invite. Okay, now I got it together.
Hello?
Gina is live on air. Hi,
Hello.
Gina. How are
Oh,
you?
hello. Hey, guys. Hey, Mama Cat. Hey, Mama
It
Bear.
is all right. Mama Cat, are you still there?
Yeah.
Hold on. I think you only have one. I'm not sure. Mama Cat?
No, there has to be a way to have more because they all
I
have
know. I
one.
got to figure this out. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I
Mama
had to
Cat?
hit the call in button and then it let
Okay.
me in. There was like a call in button. It was like a phone. And then, when I did
Oh,
that, it
okay.
finally let me in.
Yeah. If you're on the web, everyone, um,
Or I'm in the app.
I'm sorry, the app, you want to press that phone and it'll send me an invite to bring you on air. This is awesome. Right. Get it going.
Cool. How cool
Yeah,
is that? Well, do that, Mama
wow.
Cat.
Mama
Yeah,
Cat.
have Mama Cat hit the phone. Let's try this
Yeah.
out.
Let's try
It'll
this
hit
out.
my
Mama Cat.
phone.
There she is. Oh my gosh,
There she
yay.
is. Hey, we got this going on because this is what happened on Blog Talk, Isn't this wonderful?
Yay.
Wow.
Now you just got to
Oh.
get Carolyn in there.
Okay, Carolyn.
Hello,
She's
everyone. Good
there.
evening. Can you hear
Oh, she's
me?
there. There you
Yes.
Good. I was
There you
concerned that my
are.
headset wasn't clear enough, so I
Yeah,
was
there's your welcome to this app. This is wonderful.
I've tried to chime in on chat though a while ago. That's why you haven't seen my at the start of the show.
Okay,
I
so
just
there is a
yeah.
phone icon that you can connect, and it sends me to invite you on air, a speaker.
Oh,
Isn't
I
that
see. Yeah.
wonder? That is great.
Yeah.
Yes. See, on Blog Talk, it was and if you wanted to speak, you had to press 1. Remember that? And
Yeah.
then, yeah,
Yeah.
and then I would see a hand would be in the, the queue where your name was, and that's where I got you in. So
Well,
Well,
Mama
this.
Cat and Gina is live, and so is on my Facebook Carolyn.
hey,
Yay!
Yes,
we're
and
figuring it out.
yes, and
Thanks
Michelle, if you want to speak
for
on
the invite.
if you anytime, I hope you guys join in every week if you can. Yeah, Michelle, I'm bringing you in now. Okay, I sent you an invite. Michelle, you're a speaker
Can
now.
you,
Go ahead. And I'm
can
bringing
you hear
on you
me?
guys. Hey,
Hey,
Michelle.
Michelle.
Hey,
Hello.
Michelle.
Hey,
Can you guys
Michelle.
hear
Welcome
me?
aboard. This is
Thank
great.
you.
Yes.
Can you hear me okay?
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
Oh,
I wanted to follow up on a little story about Deb Miller,
go
uh,
right ahead. Yes.
that the activist that we lost. Um, and you're so right, Mama Cat, that when we lose one, the impact is just so much,
It is.
because I mean, she fought to her very last day that she was conscious. She was on her phone advocating for animals.
Wow.
Mm.
Wow.
Yeah. And I think she kind of knew. She sent me her activist t-shirts about
Uh,
6 months
Oh,
ago.
yeah.
And then she started adding me as admin on some of her groups on Facebook. And so I think she was kind of preparing to make sure that what she built up continued.
Oh,
So
God
it's
bless
like
her.
we all
Wow.
have to just, keep going in her name and all the advocates that we've lost, because, we've got to just do their work, carry on their mission along with us.
that's
Mhm.
right.
That's really all we can ask for, you know?
That's a,
It was a huge loss, because she was just, I mean, well, Mama Bear,
Mhm.
she was
yep.
all over the place on Facebook. She was on TikTok.
Yes.
She was oh,
She was
everywhere,
everywhere. I mean,
and very vocal, very
Mm.
very
vocal.
vocal.
Well, I need to check that out sometime though. I've heard of Deb Miller. She sounds familiar.
Yeah, she's on Facebook. She has a Facebook page still, and her obituary's on there. Beautiful, beautiful person, gone way too soon.
Yeah.
61.
Wow.
The
Way too
next day
young.
would be
So
62. And that's something one day away from her birthday.
I
When I,
know.
when I seen you post that, Michelle, and my heart went to my feet.
Me
It's
too.
like, it was
I was,
so sad.
yeah, I was
And,
sick to my stomach for like a week.
oh, I posted in all the groups and pages I was on. Okay. And I don't know if
Thank
you do
you.
that, but,
I know she's looking from above and looking at us, and because she always said, she was kind of preparing. She would do a lot of uh, contacting me through Messenger and that, and she was always, talking about, well, maybe I won't have to cry so much when I'm up in heaven. Maybe I can greet the animals as they're coming in. And I kind of thought to myself, now, is she just exaggerating? This can't be right. She's too young, and you don't think it's really going to happen. And then she was gone.
oh,
Yeah.
so
I
Hmm.
think,
sad.
think in a way we know before it's our time.
She
Yeah.
knew.
Yeah.
I just didn't take it seriously enough.
Sounds like she foresaw that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And that's what
Oh,
kind of socked me in the gut
Oh.
when she when I found out that I hadn't heard her on Facebook. I was trying to messenger her out because she told me goodbye on Messenger. She goes, "I'll always love you. If you need a hug, I'll try to hug you from heaven." And
Wow.
I just
Wow.
Wow.
she just yeah, she told me, she said her goodbyes to me on Messenger. And I know she
Oh
couldn't
my
breathe real
goodness.
well. She couldn't breathe well. It was lung disease. So talking probably wouldn't have been easy for her.
Mm.
And then
Yeah.
I didn't hear from her on Saturday. Didn't hear from anything on Sunday, and I was messengering her back. And she's on her phone 24/7 advocating for animals. So I'm like, this is weird. And then we found out she really did go. She said
Mm.
goodbye the day before she lost consciousness, and 2 days later, she left. Go
So,
be at the
Michelle,
animals.
are you taking
Mm.
over all her pages and her advocacy work she was doing, or do you have
Yeah,
other
yeah.
people that are
There's
helping? Or
there's two of us. A
right.
gal named Pam Green and myself are handling two of her groups, and I'll wear her shirts for her.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. Did she
Oh.
have a rescue or something?
Did she have a rescue?
Yeah.
No, but I'm telling
Okay.
you what, she had. She sent me some photos of her cats, and she must have had about 15 in her bedroom with her.
Okay. I was just
Wow. Look
wondering
at
if you
check
needed
that out.
she,
help for the
she
rescue or something. So.
she took in everything she could, but she didn't have a rescue. She made her inside of her home a rescue, and I bet it was pretty packed because she was telling me that she was kind of not feeling real good, and in the messaging. And I said, is anybody with you? Are your cats around you? She goes, oh yeah, they wouldn't let me die alone, is what she typed. And then she started sending me pictures of them. So pictures were coming through on Messenger of all her cats. And there was a rabbit, about 7 cats. And she goes, she wrote, that's not all of them. Some are under the bed and in the closet.
Wow.
So I was thinking, she must have at least 14 inside cats. And I go, good for her.
she should she should be Mama Cat too.
Yeah.
And you know what, ladies, Michelle is I mean, her and Patricia Pear are admins on my Voices Care for Animals support group on Facebook, and also on Animal Advocates Call to Action. And they are unbelievable. I mean, they're just true warriors. They kick butt and then some. And I'm the one to get Patricia in here. I can't thank you enough, Michelle, because I can't be on
Hey,
there all the time.
hey, we couldn't do
You're
it without each
amazing.
other. We
I
can't do it
know.
without each other.
Yep. And Mama Cat and Gina and Carolyn, get hooked up with her on Facebook as a friend, 'cause she, all of you rock. I mean, all of you. Don't get me
Oh yeah,
wrong.
yeah.
But
Let's
get
all
hooked
stay
up, because the
connected.
more we bring in, the stronger we get. I mean, it
For
just,
sure. For
right?
sure.
Yeah,
And,
We're
Definitely.
always out there
Yes.
fishing for another advocate.
yeah,
always
and
room.
yeah,
Woohoo!
you know what? I love this, you guys. And I can't thank all you enough for following me. You did ditch me. I
Oh
knew you
Oh,
would
no.
ditch me.
No.
we couldn't ditch you. What would we do on Thursdays?
No.
This is too funny.
I put in my
Yeah.
calendar for every Thursday for this year, so you're stuck with me, baby.
That's
Oh,
good.
same.
Yeah,
You
Same.
got me.
Tuesdays is Italian food night, so I know what Thursdays is. So what to cook?
But yeah, this I can't thank all you enough, man. It brings happy tears to my face, because we're all
Yeah.
connected. We're all better together than apart. The stronger we
Absolutely.
become.
True.
Yay.
That's true.
Strength in
And
numbers.
that's right. There it is. Strength in numbers, Mama Cat. That is so true. So, on the app, everyone. You join that, and this live room is awesome. And just make sure if you want to speak out to the phone icon and send it to me. It'll send it to me too. I'll send you an invite, and then you'll be once I do it, then you'll be in the room. This is I love this. Yep, this has made my day.
No.
So
You know, when I tried to sign in from Facebook, there was like it like prompted me to sign in with Google, and then it said access blocked. Connect to
what?
Podbean's request does not comply with Google's policies. And this was like, and I had to like get around this, and then I just downloaded the app, and then I was able to listen. But there was that little hiccup. If anybody else comes across that, like it's an error 403 kind of thing, it's
Yeah,
probably just like a firewall or something. I don't know. And
I
it's on
yeah.
think
my
he has
phone
the,
too. Like,
I
I'm
so
think
I
glad
he,
you
don't.
they
brought that
have the
up.
app downloaded.
Yeah, because on their website it says the best is to connect is Google or Google Chrome. That's what I'm on.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
So
try that and let me know so that way I can let other listeners know if there's issues.
I'm on DuckDuckGo.
DuckDuckGo, okay.
Yep.
Oh,
I've heard of that.
And
I've heard of the
and
app.
yeah.
and yeah, Michelle, what are you on? Are you on the
I'm on Chrome. I'm on
on
Chrome
Chrome?
too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good.
I'm
Because
on
they
Chrome.
put that in their all their all when I was reading it to training, and it said Google Chrome. I said because I hooked up that and I didn't have any issues. So I'm
Yeah.
glad you
Yeah.
brought
I
that
didn't
up.
either.
Yep,
yeah,
glad
this
you
That's
is a
brought that up.
very,
Rhino's
very
used
cool
it.
app.
Yep. But we all work together and share that stuff. So many of them out there press like, and that doesn't serve justice. We want to press that share, share, share.
Yep.
So,
And
Mama Bear, we're back on for every Thursday after this now, right?
yes, and you are my first guest Thursday at 7 o'clock Eastern time, Mama Cat.
Me?
So,
Oh, I'm so excited.
Yay!
so I got to get what we're going to talk about, and what the issue is. This is going to be. It'll be. We'll be rocking the airways. I know that for
Oh,
sure.
we'll come up with an issue for sure.
Oh
Will
no.
you extend your show to over an hour though, Debbie, now that you're on Podbean?
I don't. I'm gonna look into it because
Okay.
I know
Just
you
let
could go
you
up
have
to
more
2 hours in one night. One evening a
Ah,
day. This is
cool.
such a deal. And Blog Talk was 2 hours. You could go up to 2 hours. I start out an hour and a half, but I didn't want to keep the guests too long on there. So
Mm,
I want them to feel comfortable and stuff like that. So I feel an hour was good and
Yeah.
everything. So,
Yeah.
but I will be thinking about it once I get this under my hat, the house and everything. I'm going to check it out. But
Well,
so
we're learning.
far, yeah, we are learning the newbie, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm doing it. So I got a goal to reach and hitting the victory, right?
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank
Yeah.
You've
you.
done a
congratulations,
great
Debbie.
job.
Now you're
Yes.
not a newbie. You got one under your belt.
That's I did a show back on New Year's Eve early about the update for voices carried for animals. Did like 15 minutes, and I did that from the web. Now that worked out, okay, because I had my headphones and didn't worry about it. Now that then this past Thursday when I had them all hooked up, the web and the app, I knew
Everything went
it turned
down.
into a disaster.
Oh, that was scary. I was like, oh
Yes.
no.
But anyway, we're going to close down, ladies
Okay.
and awesome friends, and oh, this has been great. But thank you
Thanks,
all. I
ladies.
want to thank you all for tuning
Thank
in.
you, Debbie.
And please, paw in hand, you ladies,
United
united
we
we
stand
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 against all
against
against
all
all
animal
animal
cruelty
animal
cruelty and neglect of
against
life
the
and
rich and
land.
land.
Congratulations.
Good night,
Good night,
everyone.
Good night,
everybody.
everybody.
May God bless you all, and this show will be downloaded, okay? And
God
thanks for
bless.
Okay.
tuning in.
Bye,
Yes,
ladies.
Bye,
Bye.
I
Bye,
love
everybody.
it.
everyone. Bye,
See you
Yep, good
everybody.
night.
Thursday.
See you Thursday.
See you
Good
Thursday on
night.
7 o'clock Eastern Time. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
I don't know how to hang up on this thing.
You're not. You're